Any industry, if you're not getting to your full potential and you know you can do better, you have to move on, and it's scary.
Maye Musk is a model and dietitian. She has been a model for 50 years, appearing on the covers of magazines, including a Time magazine Health Edition, Women's Day, international editions of Vogue, and Sports Illustrated Swimsuit Issue. She is the mother of Elon Musk, Kimbal Musk, and Tosca Musk. She holds Canadian, South African, and American citizenship. She is a registered dietitian and earned 2 master's degrees in diet and nutrition. After holding her silence for so long, Maye Musk finally speaks out about Elon Musk, and what she revealed is truly shocking. Stick around until the end to learn more about the ever-elusive Elon Musk and how Maye Musk views him. You do not want to miss this. Who is Maye Musk? Perhaps being the mother of Elon Musk should be the last thing that Maye Musk, born Halderman, should be known for. But fate sure had other ideas. However, Maye Musk is not your everyday celebrity mum. She is a force of nature in her own merit. A dietitian and model for 5 decades, this 76-year-old mother of 3 enterprising children has fought ageism in fashion and made gray hair a trend in the fashion world. Along the way, she has to her credit many bold campaigns, including a nude cover for Time magazine at the age of 62, and another one, with a fake belly to promote pregnancy in advanced age, in New York Magazine in 2011. Maye also has the distinction of being the oldest to appear on the swimsuit edition of Sports Illustrated at 74. The only plus-size model in South Africa in the 1970s, she is a double master's degree holder in dietetics and nutritional science. Born in 1948 in Saskatchewan, Canada, to maverick but enterprising parents, Maye Halderman's life was anything but ordinary. The Halderman family moved to South Africa in the early 1950s, and Maye grew up and lived a significant part of her life in the favorable environs of apartheid South Africa. The family flew around the world in a propeller plane in the 1950s, and one of the things she mentions in her autobiography is this adventurous spirit. Her father, Dr. Joshua Norman Halderman, was also an amateur archaeologist. The family's other obsession was the search for the lost city of Kalahari. They spent over 10 years in this pursuit. She was fond of fashion, and her mother told her to do pattern cutting of dresses, Maye said in an interview. She started modeling when she was 15, and at the age of 21, she was a finalist in the Miss South Africa beauty pageant in 1969. When I was 15, my mom's best friend had a modeling school, and she gave me a free modeling course, and I started being booked for jobs. When I was 20, my friend entered me for a beauty competition, and I became a finalist for Miss South Africa. I was doing my BS in dietetics, she said in an interview with The Cut in 2016. In 1970, Maye Halderman married Errol Graham Musk, a South African engineer. They had 3 children in 3 years, Elon, Kimbal, and Tosca. However, the marriage was far from ideal. In her autobiography, A Woman Makes a Plan, Advice for a Lifetime of Adventure, Beauty and Success, Maye describes Errol as a violent man and an abusive husband. There was even an incident in which she was forced to seek refuge in a friend's house, and Errol turned up with a knife, in pursuit of her. Maye moved to Durban from Pretoria with her children to be away from her husband. At the age of 31, she was suddenly a single mum with 3 children to take care of. They were divorced in 1979. She started a dietitian practice from home and a part-time modeling job. She had another struggle in the pipeline. After years of being a careful eater, she started eating everything and gained as much as 40 pounds in no time. She hit plus size at the age of 32 years and became a popular model for that. However, it was very hard for a dietitian to accept being a plus-size model. She decided to reverse it, ate perfectly, and dropped 40 pounds to get back to size 6 in a year. During this phase, money was just enough to make ends meet. But family life was peaceful again, she notes in her memoir. We'd buy second-hand clothes. We couldn't afford to go out and eat. I fed them peanut butter sandwiches. My kids loved it. They didn't know they were deprived, she said. Maye's troubles didn't end easily. There was a fierce battle for the custody of the children. Errol, had different things to sue me about every year. Within 1 week after every trial, I'd receive a subpoena for the next one. It just never stopped. Maye was quoted in an interview. 2 years after their divorce, Elon decided to move in with his father because he had a set of Encyclopedia Britannica and a computer, luxuries Maye couldn't provide. Soon Kimbal followed his brother. Maye moved from Durban to Bloemfontein for her hospital internship, and then to Johannesburg to be near her family. Things took a definitive turn when Elon finished graduate school and decided to pursue his degree in Canada, the birthplace of his mother. Maye followed Elon to Canada with her daughter Tosca, and by 1989, all her children were back in Canada. She was 41. In 1996, at the age of 48, she moved to San Francisco as her children had graduated and wanted her to come to the USA. 2 years later, she moved to Manhattan and continued her practice and modeling career. Then, at the age of 64, she moved to Los Angeles to help her daughter Tosca with her newborn twins. She is currently based in New York, from where she travels all around the globe as a model, dietitian, and speaker. Her modeling and career as a diet guru flourished all these years in Canada and the US. Maye stopped coloring her hair in her late 50s, and it turned out to be a wonderful move for her career as a model. Her campaigns included magazine covers, billboards in Times Square, and advertising campaigns for US and other international companies, including Revlon and Special K cereal. She was also featured in the Beyoncé video, Haunted. Her controversial nudes happened in 2010 and 2011. In 2015, Maye was signed by American modeling giant IMG at age 67. She became the oldest spokesmodel for CoverGirl in 2017 at age 69. She also became the oldest swimsuit model for Sports Illustrated at 74, appearing in their annual issue in 2022. Since 2023, she making forays into the Chinese market for speaking engagements and modeling jobs. She has starred in ads and commercials promoting consumer electronics firm Oppo's popular Find X6 Pro smartphone and has partnered with handbag brand Oleada, Bloomberg has reported. She is the global ambassador of Chinese mattress brand I's Baobao. Earlier in 2024, she walked the runway for local apparel brand JNBY in Hangzhou. Her popularity in China took off in 2020, when her memoir was published in Chinese and became especially popular with female readers. Many Chinese see her as a symbol of strong parenting and wisdom, and her bond with her son adds a tech savviness to her image, many say. Maye, a former model and author, is a reigning celebrity in China. She attends high-profile events and represents brands, thereby increasing her influence in the region. A former model, dietitian, and survivor of domestic abuse who raised 3 children by herself, Maye has been embraced by China like its own. Her recent tours of Hangzhou and Wuhan saw her attend gala events, walk red carpets, and sign copies of her book A Woman Makes a Plan, The Guardian wrote. Not only Maye's book, but also Walter Isaacson's biography of her son Elon Musk was one of China's bestsellers. Maye is also brand ambassador of consumer electronics. Giant Oppo and mattress company I's Baobao. Maye is said to be fond of China. She regularly visits the country and has been described as Musk's secret weapon in China. A well-placed figure who can bring goodwill for her son's increasingly global business and political ambitions, The Guardian report said. Her son's auto company, Tesla, sells more cars in China than anywhere in the world after the United States. Tesla also plans to develop its self-driving vehicles in China. Maye keeps posting good things about China. China is so advanced in roads, tunnels, buildings, infrastructure, and ports. Always impressed when I visit. She tweeted in October. Experts believe that China's fascination with Maye Musk is part of a broader trend celebrating silver influencers, individuals who challenge age stereotypes and achieve success later in life. The Chinese admire her resilience and elegance. They are intrigued by Maya's journey from being a model in South Africa to becoming a global ambassador. Unlike her son Elon, who has extensive business dealings in China, Maya's influence extends beyond her familial ties. Her active presence on Chinese social media platforms, where she shares insights into her life and promotes positive aging, has garnered her a substantial following. Her message of empowerment and self-reinvention aligns with the aspirations of many in China, further amplifying her appeal. However, with Elon Musk's direct competition with Chinese EVs and his close association with President-elect Donald Trump, who in turn is vowing to impose more tariffs on Chinese goods, it is interesting to see the inroads she is making in the country where most U.S. giants fell flat. Maye Musk's journey is a testament to the power of resilience and embracing the unique path. From her early days as a model to her later success as a dietitian and global spokesperson, she has defied expectations. It is a tale of personal triumph, independence, and the pursuit of self-reinvention. It is also a reminder that her legacy is not just her family's accomplishments. As she summed up in an interview, she was famous before Elon became famous. Maye Musk opens up about Elon. At 31, I was a single mother with 3 children, and my priority was to take care of them. My mom never felt guilty about working full-time, and I never felt guilty about working full-time because I didn't have a choice. I worked to keep a roof over our heads, food in our stomachs, and basic clothes on our backs. My children had to be responsible for themselves and to be considerate of my work, as I had converted a bedroom into my office. There is no need to feel guilty. If you don't work and you are resentful, it won't be fun for your kids. To have a better attitude, you'll need to make a plan to work either part-time or full-time and get help in whatever form you can. From a young age, the kids helped me with my nutrition business. My daughter Tosca would go into my office and type up letters to doctors on a word processor. She would add the doctor's name and address and basic greetings, as well as the patient's name, and I would then fill it out with their consultation and possible outcomes. My oldest child, Elon, was very good at helping to explain the word processor functions to me, not surprisingly. And my younger son, Kimbal, was always helpful too. What can I say? I needed help. I brought up my children like my parents brought us up when we were young, to be independent, kind, honest, considerate, and polite, to work hard and do good things. I didn't treat them like babies or scold them. I never told them what to study. They just let me know what they were studying or didn't. I didn't check their homework. That was their responsibility. It certainly hasn't hurt their careers. I think my siblings and I benefited, and my children benefited from taking responsibility early on. As they got older, they continued to take responsibility for their own futures through the decisions they made. Tosca chose her own high school. They all applied to their universities of choice and completed their scholarship and student loan applications. My kids benefited because they saw me work hard just to put a roof over our heads, put food in our stomachs, and purchase second-hand clothes. They want you to know how much I struggled, as life looks so easy for me now. When they went to university, they lived in quite poor conditions: mattress on the floor, 6 housemates, or a dilapidated house. But they were fine with that. If your children aren't used to luxuries, they survive well. You don't need to spoil them. Once you're sure your kids are in safe situations, let them look after themselves. People often ask me how I have raised such successful kids. I did it by letting them follow their interests. If they prefer to start a business and you think it's a good idea, support them. Teach your children good manners, but let them decide what they want. I love my kids, and I'm so proud of them for everything they have accomplished. My oldest child, Elon, is making electric cars to save the environment and launching rockets. My middle child, Kimbal, opened farm-to-table restaurants and is teaching children across the country to build fruit and vegetable gardens in underserved schools. My youngest child, Tosca, runs her own entertainment company, producing and directing romance films from best-selling novels. They all have different interests. This reminds me of my siblings and me. We all went our own way. My parents were happy to support our different interests. In the same way, my children showed their interests at an early age, and to this day, they continue with the same interests and love them. When they needed it, I encouraged them and helped them. When they wanted my advice, I gave it. When Elon was young, for instance, I noticed that he read everything. I was a reader, too, but I would forget a story the moment it was done. Elon, on the other hand, remembered everything he read. He was always absorbing information. We called Elon the Encyclopedia because he had read the Encyclopedia Britannica and Collier's Encyclopedia and remembered everything. That's also why we call him Genius Boy. We could ask him anything. Remember, this was before the internet. I guess now we would call him the internet. He got his first computer at 12. It was 1983, and computers were very, very new. He learned to use it and wrote a computer program, Blaster, which was a game. I showed it to some university students who were in my modeling school. They were surprised that he knew all the coding shortcuts. These guys were in their second or third year in computer science, and they were very impressed. So I told him to submit it to a computer magazine. He sent Blaster to PC Magazine, and they sent him 500 Rand, about $500 at the time. I don't think they knew he was 12. It was published when he was 13. I didn't realize what he would go on to do. I could not have predicted Tesla or SpaceX or Kimbal's restaurants, The Kitchen or Big Green or Tosca's passion flicks. But now I see what Elon is accomplishing with technology, what Kimbal is building in the world of food, and what Tosca is doing with movies. All of it rooted in what they loved as kids. Maye Musk talks about Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Elon Musk's mother, Maye Musk, recently shared insights into her son's growing bond with President-elect Donald Trump as they spend more time together ahead of Inauguration Day next month. Maye, speaking with Fox Business, revealed that the two men are developing a strong rapport. They do get along well, Maye Musk told the news outlet. I think Trump just likes someone he can completely trust, who doesn't have any alternative motives, she was also quoted as saying. Maye shared a special moment from the Thanksgiving holiday, where her son Elon connected with Trump's youngest son, Barron. According to Maye, the two bonded over their shared interest in space exploration. At the Thanksgiving dinner, Barron and Elon were talking planets, Maye said. Barron's 18 years old. They were discussing all the different planets and why Mars is the best place to start a new civilization. And I was very impressed with him, too. Maye also praised Elon Musk's intentions to contribute positively to the future of America, highlighting his dedication to innovation and progress. She expressed that Trump has demonstrated transparency and honesty in his leadership proposals. "My son wants to do good things for America," Maye said. As per the news report, "I think Trump just wants everything to be honest and open, so that you know where your tax dollars are going. He's not going to be mean to people. I think we're all going to be happier." Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink and X, has been stepping into a more active political role. Notably, Musk has been appointed as a co-head of the first-ever Department of Government Efficiency. His increasing public engagements with Trump include appearances on Capitol Hill and other key events. Photos of Musk and Trump together have circulated widely, including images from a Mar-a-Lago Thanksgiving dinner, SpaceX rocket launches, and even a UFC heavyweight match, symbolizing the growing visibility of their collaboration. As her son's relationship with Trump strengthens, Maye herself has been developing her bond with the Trump family. She described her interactions with the family as warm and positive. "I've met Melania. I'm looking forward to spending more time with her too," Maye shared. "Everyone is delightful, kind, sweet, generous, interesting and soft-spoken," which is interesting because, as politicians, you can talk loud. Maye's comments provide a glimpse into the evolving partnership between her son and President-elect Trump, while emphasizing optimism and a shared vision for the future. If you liked this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below to let us know your thoughts. We'll be seeing you on the next video.